What's the difference between cured resin and live resin? Okay, so everything cured resin is from actual dried product. Makes sense, right? So in the extraction game, we call it dry trim. This is product that has been processed to separate trimmings from flour. And this is most common in all the extracts that you'll see on the shelf. Some that even say live resin because it's just so abundant. As all this flour is being produced throughout the state, they're creating trimmings. For every 1 pound of flour, you're seeing around another pound of trim created. And that trim will yield about 10% into oil. That's a lot of oil. Cured resin can taste great if the material is grown right and taken care of right. But mind you, there's limitations to that. Just think about it. If you're taking the plant and going through all of this processing to separate the flour from the trimmings, there's a lot of dry time. Right when the plant dries up, instantly from going from wet to dry in the conditions that processors use, you're losing a ton of terpenes. And that's why cured resin usually has this texture that is drier. That's why it used to be perfect for shatter back in the day. When extracts first started, there was no live resin. Only the real nerds tried throwing some full plants, if they were growing of themselves, into an extraction column because everyone was scared of the water that it would produce. So what was widely available is dry trim. And so they're taking the plant, cropping it down, separating the buds from the stems, sending that over to trimming. The trimmers, some indoor cultivators will hand trim their product. That will actually create the best possible trim, dry trim product and cured resin product. Whereas large scale manufacturers, the majority of stuff that you're smoking on is definitely from these outdoor cultivators. And they are producing so much weight that they use this process called machine trimming. And so in machine trimming, you're sending all of your buds through this process that is using blades. Some people use a natural lubricant like a hemp oil, but I wouldn't say all of them do. Some use general machine oil. And then it's so aggressive while it's machine trimming that it's just knocking off trichomes. And they keep that, and then that will be their stuff that they sell as hash or keef. So if you look at the process to get from plant harvested to dry trim, it's very lossy. And so on the other side, you have live resin. And live resin is plants that are grown up to peak quality, where it has the most concentration of cannabinoids and terpenes, while the trichome heads are still cloudy and barely turning a nice amber, beginning to golden. They're cropped and they're frozen. And now this is where the difference is between those with high quality operations and usually working at smaller quantities and the people that are just working in such mass. When you're working in such mass, you don't have an easy way to freeze this material. So you're just throwing it in some type of freezer. And so in that time, there's some thawing that happens. Whereas people that are actually looking for quality biomass, they're using techniques that use liquid nitrogen or liquid CO2 to freeze their product instantly, to flash freeze their product. That creates the best live resin.